What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to show you a little clip quickly before we get into the video on my Instagram story now. It's not open to the public, it's more just for my friends, but I just want to show you this anyway, so I'll bring you to it now. But yeah, here we go. Crypto in a weekly bear market since Bitcoin lost 39 to 43k with a minimal 28k target. And then under it I said no one will believe you until it's too late. Then I pointed out the actual date that I called that, which was the 28th of January at 37,000. And it's at that point where I sold 50% of all my crypto. And I told all the students in the chat, which you get completely for free till my bull market targets if you get the education. That means the course or the mentorship. The info is all there for free on my YouTube, but people still get surprised that we are down at 22k, although I've been warning about it for over a month. So on the 10th of May at 36k, I posted a video on this descending triangle, which was that orange line, 35,900. That was the support of it. And once we lost it, I gave you a technical target at 25.8k to 26k because it was the 1618 of a fib, as well as the M pattern or / descending triangle technical target. And you can see the little picture there. And we also had a smaller target in the little picture on the left. We have a little circle signaling for 19 to 20k if 25.8k doesn't hold. And so since meeting that first target, 25.8k, I've bought lower than where I sold, back at 37. So while everyone is panic selling their life savings, I sold at 37 to buy back between 22 and 29. I've now accumulated more coins, but for the same amount of money. I haven't gone all in yet, but I haven't wasted this opportunity either. Let's see if we do get this final push down. And we did meet that 1618 at 21.8k yesterday. We actually even went down as low as 20,800 last night. So next one. When I look at this chart, all I see is up. This chart is the entire history of Bitcoin. Technically, it's never gone down, only pulled back to continue higher. Big indicator of an uptrend. So if Bitcoin, since its inception, has only gone up over the years, why are everyone panic selling or thinking of doing so? The fact is, people are lied to, being told they can get rich in a year or two. It's all nonsense. Crypto is get rich, but get rich slow. How do you win? Buy and do nothing over years. That's what I've done for the past 3. Is it easy? Fuck no. But Bitcoin is higher than it was 3 years ago when I first bought. So that's the moral of the story, and I hope today this helps one person. Thank you. Right guys, let's jump back in. Of course you can see there's a lot of alerts down here because these are all technical targets that still could be met, but at the moment with this retracement, which I left you guys off with yesterday, we were looking at this fib retracement here from 25.4k to 32.4k. With that, you were meant to hold 27.8, which was actually our low last year, January 4th, I think it was, 27.7k. And I was telling you guys that if we're closing below this, this is when we're going to dump fast, and our technical target would be in and around 20,000, 19 to 20,000. Because this target, as I showed you guys yesterday, if I go back to the weekly, it has come from this bottom, from this swing high to this swing low, just like that. Can you see that? Put it on the breakdown right there. Well, what happened here, so you can shift it across, but either way, this is your technical target. You're on your way to this target as long as you're below this 36k level, as we explained yesterday. How do we invalidate further downside? You need to reclaim 33k and 36k. The reason we're saying 33k is because it's the 1 fib level of the wick here, but the pattern's target validated once you close below the actual body candle close. But of course, when we're using fibs, we do it to the wick, so it's a 3k range, this 33 to 36k. We need to reclaim that if you do not want to see 20 in between 19 and 20k. We actually did hit 20k. We hit 20,800, and we did meet this 2 technical target yesterday. So amazing, because we knew once we lost the 1618, where are you off to? You're off to meet these targets. What could potentially stop you is the 2 fib level. Then we put these smaller fibs on from this low to this high, put them on, and you can see we actually also hit the 1618, which was slightly below. Then we've got these further 2 targets of this new Fibonacci, which I placed yesterday. We've met the 1618, so usually you'd bounce, and this bounce must reclaim 25k. If you can reclaim 25k, it's going to give you a nice little relief rally where you will try to reclaim 33k, but will it happen? We have no clue, but that's what it's going to try and do. If you can get a daily close or a weekly close, yeah, a daily or weekly close above 25.4k. So that's good, that's good. So yeah, you can see we're sort of, well, yesterday we closed above the 1618. Today we did go under. Obviously, I have 13 and a half hours left, so we can't make a judgment as of yet. I would love for this candle to shut or to close as is, because that would be a good sign of a small bounce. Not an exact major bottom, but a small bounce to see if it would get above 25.4k if the candle closes like this, which would be a doji. Sorry, not a doji, a spinning top, because you've actually got bigger wicks to the downside. A doji would be sort of equal length wicks on either side, like that green candle right there. That's a doji over there, more than this is. This is more a spinning top, like this candle here, because we've got smaller wick on the top and a much larger at the bottom. A smaller wick on the top and a much larger on the bottom, and the body is sort of non-existent, but the body doesn't matter. It can be bigger, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what the wicks are telling us everything. So if we did close as is, that's a very good sign for a small bounce. But of course, we've got 13 and a half hours, and who knows, this might end up down here. This might end up all the way up there. So that's why for now we can't make a judgment. But if in 13 and a half hours, when the daily candle closes, it closes as is, that would be a shooting star. Sorry, not a shooting star, a spinning top, or a bullish hammer, whatever you want to call it. I'd call it a spinning top, and that would be a good sign for a short-term bounce. I hope you guys are enjoying today's video. I know it was a bit of a different one, but there's not much more to say other than if this bounce does fail, we're going to keep rolling down to these targets, because they are a target and they are valid until you get above 33 and 36k. So as long as you're below 33 and 36k, we should go down and meet these technical targets. So that's what I'm focused on at the moment. We can see if we could get rid of these fibs. Prior, we had these 19 and 20k targets lining up nicely with this tech target out of this pattern. But also, we've met this 1618 now. We know if we fail to get above 25, we are going to continue to roll down to these two targets. We've got 19.9k, we've got 18.6k, and we've got 17.9k. Of course, I don't want that, but if it's a wick, it has to be done. But yeah, I don't want to see any closes below the previous all-time high, to be honest, guys. Because yeah, that would begin a meltdown to in and around 14k, which we really don't want. But yeah, for me personally, you know, guys, the bottom could be in. But for me personally, I still believe we've got targets to the downside. You know, as I've said, the only way to invalidate this right now is to come back up and reclaim 33 and 36k. And if you're not simply doing that, then we're not going up at the moment. We're going to continue down. This is what I've been telling you, because we've been in a downtrend since we lost that 39k wick back in January, where we sold 50% of our crypto. So watch back over the Instagram stories if you enjoyed it. Again, if you enjoyed today's update, please like, subscribe and comment. I know times are tough for a lot of people. We're all in losses, but if you want to give back to the channel, the super thanks is there. Check out the memberships, because we're actually doing group live member live streams. Fucking hell. We're doing live membership streams where yeah, basically you can ask any questions to do with any charts and get personal one-on-one help with me. So go check out the memberships. Again, send a super thanks if you appreciate the work. If not, I appreciate just a like, a comment and a subscription. Please share the content with your mates, and of course turn the notification bells on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope we can finally get this final push. Maybe the bottom's in. How do we know so? Well, we need to reclaim 33 and 36k. If not, we're going to continue down. And here are the crypto packages. Here is how to get started. Click the link to my Twitter, head over to the pinned post, and all you need to do is message under and just type, "Hey, Louis, I'm interested in the mentorship."